evening, everyone. Thanks for coming. It's been a crazy day. Weather's a little warm, but it's been fun, you know. For those of you that don't know me, I am his older brother. The best man. Growing up with Jeremy, I shared a lot of friends, enemies, more than a few unforgettable moments, some that we won't mention here.
Thank you.
So you've always had the talent for setting your sights on things and hitting your mark. Coffee cups come to mind, but we'll leave that alone. I think you hit your mark here, though.
I hit it.
And found your forever person. Jeremy's always had a knack for being the life of the party. He's outgoing, friendly, can make friends with pretty much anyone. Whether he was introducing somebody to some obscure band nobody had ever heard of before, or just cracking jokes to lighten the mood, sometimes not at the greatest times, but he had his incredible way of just bringing people together. It almost sounds like a funeral speech.
It does.
You know.
I haven't died
He is
yet.
still here.
I am still here.
Remains to be seen, though. So, but he always had a knack for getting us in trouble too, doing some crazy stuff. And one time that comes to mind is he got into a fight, and he came to get his big brother. What he didn't tell me, though, was the guy he got into a fight with was a middle schooler the size of a grown-ass man. So we went down there, and needless to say, he didn't get the retribution that he thought he was going to get by getting his bigger brother. And we still talk about that to this day. That family was also pretty crazy. Like O'Doyle Rules comes to mind when I talk about them. But like I said, we weren't always the closest, but we were pretty close in age. We shared a lot of the same friends. A lot of friends that I was friends with immediately became friends with him, and then not my friends no more. But like I said, he's always had a knack of attracting people. There was not a time when we were growing up that there wasn't 10 or 11 people at any given time trying to bang on our door to find out if he was home or I was home. It kind of helped that my parents were never home.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. My parents had very strenuous careers, and so we were latchkey kids in a lot of ways, and they couldn't hire a babysitter to, stay long enough or pay them enough to stay with us.
Yeah, they always.
So we managed to stay alive, and we didn't kill each other. I mean, except for that one time.
What's Mom gonna say?
But I've got lots of other memories. I don't know how many of you guys know this or not, but he used to really be into Hot Wheels cars. I hope his kids get the same passion that he had for them, because it was endless nights of vroom, vroom while I'm trying to sleep, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning and he's racing his cars around his bed. Maybe it was why we didn't get along. Then he got into drums, and after that it wasn't vroom vroom, it was every beat that he could think of to remember to tap on something with.
Yeah.
He still does that to this day. But I think
I'm actually tapping now.
he is one of my best friends now. I mean, we live an hour and a half apart, but we still probably talk more than I talk to really anybody else. So I am happy that he picked me to be his best man. And Morgan, brave Morgan. And I'm going to read this just because I put a lot of thought into it. Sorry, I got to find my place here. I'm kind of skipping around. I shouldn't have to tell you how intelligent she is, but today may be an exception to that. I'm obviously kidding, but Morgan, you've brought a new sense of joy and balance into Jeremy's life. As a strong, independent woman, you've managed to bring a wonderful equilibrium to his world. It's clear that you're the perfect match for him, grounding him in a way only somebody like you could. So let's raise a glass to Jeremy and Morgan.
Oh shit, I don't got anything.
May your life together be filled with love, laughter, and more joyful moments. And Jeremy, here's a tip for you: with as much enthusiasm as you once put into those Hot Wheel races in the middle of the night, just remember, when you're in bed now, it's not a race. And it's not always right for you to finish first.
Drop the mic.
How do I follow that?
Drop the mic. One. That was good.
How do I follow that?
Yeah.
This will be a little bit more PG. My name is Katie. I'd like to begin with a love story of how two crazy kids met at a coffee shop after a mutual friend insisted that they meet because they both, quote, loved music, which is basically like saying you both love food or sleep or water, but it was enough. And the rest, as they say, is history. Yes, that is how I met Morgan. And one coffee was all it took to know that I had to know her. Lucky for me, we've been best friends ever since. Fast forward, when Morgan asked me to be her maid of honor, I emphatically said no. And the look on her face was priceless. Much like your looks right now. But I wasn't kidding, because I was instantly terrified of letting her down. I also know how much Morgan treasures her sisters, and I did not want to cause a sibling situation. I explained all that to Morgan because we tell each other everything. Even though we are different in a lot of ways, our bond is deep because of our raw willingness to love one another for who she is and to share openly. Now, you can be quite sure that picking me really was about saving herself from choosing a sister, as well as knowing that I had to give a speech, which has been giving me anxiety for months, is likely her way of getting me back for all the crazy things I've gotten her to do over the years. Honestly, I'm just one of the many lucky, fortunate people to get to be friends with Morgan, and I'm beyond honored to have any role in such a big day. Morgan is someone who you know right from the jump. She is awesome. She loves hard, she loves honest, she supports what you need and love and hope for. And holy socks, is she funny. She gets all my jokes and sarcasm and then knocks me right back with her sharp wit. We often talk about the coffee table books we would write, maybe just one with our text dialogue. But of the two of us, it's really only Morgan that is likely to be published. She's someone who is great at so many things, including writing. And then comes Jeremy. You guys, I am such a fan. He's charming and kind and the easiest person to talk to. He genuinely listens and cares. And if you are tuned in, he will make you laugh harder than just about anyone. And the two of them just stuck. They stuck in a way that you don't have to question or wonder or worry. Two people who, whether they chose to marry or remain life partners, just want to be together. I love watching you guys grow and build a life together. So, Morgan and Jeremy, I see for you a steady love, one that holds pure and strong through the hard and the easy times, one that binds you together and fulfills your souls, one that lasts a lifetime. Raise your glass. Cheers. Anyone want to say anything?
Are you sure?
I'm most sure. I just want to start off by saying this is not prepared. He asked me yesterday, so I'm like, okay. That's my son. I'm so proud of you. And I'm proud that you finally committed to this wonderful woman you have had for how many years? 8 long years. And this wedding is beautiful. And I'm praying that God blesses you and you. I know you don't want to hear this, but I want to see babies. But I'll put that in the heavens, okay? So may your journey be filled with love. May money overflow. May your dreams come true. Be excited. Never stop dating. That's important. Be quick to forgive, because it will happen, as you already know. And I love you guys. And I'm so happy to be here today to see you finally have all your dreams come true. Thanks.
Oh, Dad, you gonna say something?
I don't know. Should I?
Yes, have at it.
I should. So I'm one of the 2 dads. Most everybody calls me Chris. She calls me Dad, Chris, and other things, I'm sure. But I look at this crowd and I go, we're here for a reason. We're here to support these 2. We stand up for their union here. Some of us came a long way to get here. Some of us came a short way to get here, right? But a lot of us went through a lot of pains to get here for one reason, to support their union. I support that, and I don't know, where's Larry? He disappeared. Your mom. So anyway, I want to thank every one of you for coming and supporting our daughter for their commitment to each other. This happens once in a lifetime for some people. For many people, it doesn't. So thank you very much. I would normally say something funny, but this is a very serious thing for me. I was never more intimidated in my life when I walked this way down toward the altar. So thank you very much, everyone, for being here. I know it means a lot to Morgan and Jeremy and the rest of the family. It certainly means a lot to me. So, next.
Yep. Larry? Where's Stacy?
It's good. We're good.
We're good? Here we go.
We're not surprised.
I'm going to talk. I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart for being here today. I know it wasn't easy for some of you, and it just means so much to the both of us that you could be here and celebrate with us. I just want you guys to celebrate and have a good time and enjoy good food and cake and dancing and drinks, and just thank you. Thank you for being here.